Now, the sports fraternity is in mourning tonight. World beater Agnes Tirop was found dead today. In her honor, we look at her athletics record on and off the track. The late Tirop made history in September, taking 28 seconds off the long-standing women-only world record for 10 kilometers at the Zero Road to Records event in Germany. Tirop finished in a time of 30 minutes, 1 second, to breaking the previous record of 30.29 minutes, which had been set by Moroccan Asma Legzawi in 2002.
Hello and welcome. In this video, we delve into the tragic case of Agnes Tirop's untimely death. Agnes was a promising Kenyan long-distance runner whose life was cut short under mysterious circumstances just 10 days shy of her 26th birthday. Join us as we explore the events leading to her death, the investigations that followed, and the questions that still remain unanswered. Share your thoughts and theories in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more true crime content. Remember to hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Iten is a town in Elgeyo-Marakwet County, 2 hours from Nandi, and is also known as a home of champions. It's a popular training destination for middle and long distance runners, both local and international. Iten is situated along the road between Eldoret and Kabarnet at the junction of the road heading to Kapsowar. The Kerio River and Elgeyo escarpment are located in the eastern side of Iten. It is the largest town in the county. Athletes there can live high and train low, spending their non-training days at altitude so that their lungs become more efficient, but running at low elevations where the air is more oxygen-rich. It has produced champions like Kipchoge Keino, David Rudisha, and Bridget Kosgei. It is a town that has numerous training camps that cater to athletes at all levels. These camps provide runners with accommodation, meals, coaching, and training facilities. In 2020, World Athletics awarded Iten a heritage plaque in recognition of its contribution to the development of athletics worldwide. The town is undergoing developments with funding from the World Bank and UKAID to improve infrastructure and meet the needs of a growing athlete community.
Agnes Tirop emerged victorious in a time of 14 minutes 50.82 seconds. Ethiopia's Fantu Worku was second in 14 minutes 51.31 seconds, with Kenya's Lilian Rengeruk third in 14 minutes 51.34 seconds. Also, 19-year-old Ronex Kipruto and Ethiopian Hagos Gebriwet were the
Agnes Tirop was a talented Kenyan athlete known for her incredible speed and endurance on the track. She had dreams of representing her country on the world stage and has already achieved great success in her career. However, in October 13th, 2021, tragedy struck when Agnes was found dead at her home in Iten. The circumstances surrounding her death was mysterious, leading to speculations and questions about what really happened that fateful day. On 12th September 2021, Agnes Tirop set a women's only 10 kilometers road running world record in Herzogenaurach. While in secondary school, she was identified as someone with the talent to make it to the very top of her sport. It was at that time she met her future husband, Ibrahim Rotich, who offered to become her coach. Rotich was a big, charming man, and he offered to manage and coach Tirop. Tirop already had a coach, and Rotich seemed to Tirop's family to have little formal experience, but Tirop accepted his offer anyways. Tirop's sister later observed Rotich driving her around, acting like her coach. In 2014, Tirop won the African Cross Country Championship in Uganda. In 2015, she won the World Athletics Cross Country Championships in China, and she was the youngest winner of that race in 30 years. Tirop soon dropped out of school, which her parents protested as she was almost finishing her secondary school, suspecting that Rotich was to blame and was manipulating her. Tirop loved studying languages, especially Swahili. The family complained to local authorities that she had left school without their permission, but Rotich and Tirop fled town, eventually moving to Iten. Nahashon Kibon, Tirop's first coach, allegedly warned her about becoming romantically involved with Rotich. This upsets Tirop, and she and Kibon went their separate ways. In 2016, she and Rotich married in secret, according to court documents. Rotich discouraged her from talking to her parents. It is alleged that Rotich was controlling. The couple shared a phone. Agnes was not allowed to mingle with other ladies. He had to accompany her to training. In mid-2017, Tirop became pregnant and was worried on how she was to balance motherhood and her running career. Her close friend Akelo recalls seeing Tirop happy with the news. That fall, Akelo learned that she was also pregnant. She was eager to share the news with Tirop, but when they met, Akelo recalled Tirop telling her, "Unfortunately, I'm not pregnant anymore." Tirop said that she had wanted to keep the baby, but that Rotich, who depended on her earnings for his income, had forced her to get an abortion. She told Akelo that she regretted agreeing to the procedure and wished that Akelo had been around when it happened. Tirop friends and family began to worry that she was falling into a pattern that was disturbingly common amongst female runners in Iten. Around 2018, Tirop reconnected with her family. She had Martin work as her pacemaker. Rotich was always around. In September of 2021, Tirop and a group of Kenyan runners traveled to the 1,000-year-old German village Herzogenaur in the Bavarian countryside. Tirop was there to compete in the Adizero Road to Records, organized by Adidas. By this time, she was one of the most successful runners in Kenya. In August, Tirop had competed in 5,000 meters race at the Olympics in Tokyo and taken 4th place. In Herzogenaur, she competed in the 10,000 meters and finished in an astonishing 30 minutes and 1 second. She had broken the world record. At the end, Tirop, "I'm so happy."
They all give their best. You can see they're all separated. Here she is.
And kicking on a little bit now.
Yeah, great stride.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
1 minute. 1 minute to break 30 and 1 minute and 22 to break the world record.
Looks beautiful, actually. Look at her.
30:29 is that world record. She's got 1 minute and 14 to get there. I think she's going to turn off to the finishing straight in about 20 seconds from now. So let's see. Just 2 more turns in the race for her. This one has really hurt, but it is going to be so worth it because it's going to be a first world record on her CV. There's the turn into the finish. 29:40. This is going to be very close to 30 minutes. 1 turn remains. We will see her from the finish line clock, and then she's got 30 seconds, or 10 seconds to go under 30. The world record, which has stood for 19 years at 30:29, is going to be smashed. Agnes Tirop takes the win and the world record. 30:01, 30:02 the winning time. Sheila Chepkarui is also going to be inside the old world record in 2nd place. A lifetime best for her. Another great head-to-head race from those two.
Congratulations to both amazing runners.
And Nancy Jellegant has hung on there for 3rd place. I think That's also going to be very close to her lifetime best as well. So once again, fast times right the way through the card. The world record was 30:29. We've had 2 women inside that. And look how quickly she's recovered. That's what happens when you break a world record, doesn't it? You actually recover twice as quickly as the athlete in second place.
Fantastic. All 3 of them.
So 4 races in, there it is, a new world record, women's world record at 10K for Agnes Tirop, 30:01, the official time. So I don't think she'll be too disappointed not to break 30 minutes. She could hardly have given more to that effort, could she? But it is.
Yeah, you look back, I don't know, you look back and you say, oh, 2 seconds. But not in this moment. I don't believe in this moment. Hydration right away.
From the outside, Tirop's life looked like a sporting fairy tale as she went from strength to strength, winning bronze in 10 meters at both the 2017 World Athletics Champion in London and following World Championship in Doha in 2019, and narrowly missed out in the podium where she came fourth in the 5,000 meters race in Tokyo. A few knew the full details of her life at home and her tumultuous and toxic relationship with her husband, which she kept a secret from her friends and training partners. Before the trip, Tirop had asked Martin to meet her and their sister Eve on the road between Eldoret and Iten. Tirop told her siblings that she wanted to leave Rotich. She said that he had been spending her money at bars while she was away, and that she was tired of it. He had become convinced that Tirop was having an affair, perhaps with a childhood friend whom was now an Olympian. Soon Rotich arrived in rage with 2 police officers. Rotich claimed that Tirop had stolen the car, and the family went to the police station to settle the matter. The officers realized who Tirop was and let her go. Before they left, he recalled a female officer warned her to be very careful because Rotich seemed dangerous. Tirop went to stay with her parents. She told her siblings that Rotich had hit her. She told Martin that he had threatened to burn the house down if she left him. She had told others about Rotich's behavior too. In 2021, Tirop told Mika Chemos, an athlete's representative from Athletics Kenya, which oversees the sports in the country, that Rotich had abused her. Chemos seemed focused on reconciling the couple and on making sure that Tirop's training was not interfered with. Tirop, on the other hand, was ready to leave Rotich. Before her trip, Tirop went back to Iten to resume her training. For her safety, she moved into the guest house at the training camp. In October, after the race in Germany, Rotich came to the camp and Tirop agreed to go back home with him. Eve went with them and spent the nights at their spare room. The next day, Rotich told Eve that he and Tirop were going to Nairobi for a competition. Eve had no choice but to leave. Later that day though, she couldn't reach Tirop. Rotich picked up the phone and told Eve that she was not around. The next morning, Tirop was found stabbed and beaten to death in her home with multiple stab wounds in her neck and abdomen. Rotich had fled, leaving a note reportedly confessing to the crime and saying that the relationship had been full of fights. Police said that they found a knife and a club at the scene. Rotich later admitted to killing Tirop, but pleaded not guilty to her murder. Like what? Claiming that he was provoked into killing her because he believed she was having an affair with her childhood friend. The childhood friend denied that he stopped speaking to Tirop because of Rotich's harassment. Tirop's abuse seemed to be an open secret, but Tirop's friends said that by the time she competed the Olympics, they had started to see a difference in her. She was wearing acrylic nails and a red lipstick and plaiting her hair. She seemed to be gathering the confidence to finally leave Rotich. 10 days before her body was found, Tirop placed second at a race in Switzerland. Afterward, she had tea with some of other athletics in Geneva. After the killing, Rotich claimed that he temporarily lost his mind and kept driving aimlessly until he got to Mombasa. He was arrested the day after Tirop's body was found. According to Tirop's family and their lawyer, Rotich was listed as the owner of several of the couple's property. Tirop's funeral was held on October 23rd and was attended by more than 1,000 people, including prominent athletes and Kenyan politicians. It would have been her 26th birthday. She was her family's breadwinner, and she was buried on her birthday.
More than 1,000 mourners gathered in Nandi County, Kenya on Saturday to lay to rest Olympic runner Agnes Tirop. The Kenyan rising star was found stabbed to death in her home on October 13th in a case that has shone the spotlight on violence against women. Her funeral was held on what would have been her 26th birthday.
Agnes Tirop alizaliwa tarehe 23 Oktoba.
Agnes Tirop was born on the 23rd of October. She was baptized on the 23rd of October, and she is buried on the 23rd of October. It's a bittersweet feeling.
Police arrested Tirop's husband in Mombasa last week, and he has been arraigned on suspicion of her murder. Neither him nor his representatives have made any public comments on the case. Helen Obiri is the women's 5,000-meter world champion and a mentor to Tirop.
For us Kenyans, we have lost a hero who has been fighting for our country. You know, when we are racing in a lot of championships, it is like going to war, because it is not an easy task to run and bring fame to our country, Kenya.
Tirop smashed the women-only 10-kilometer world record in Germany just last month. She won bronze medals at the 2017 and 2019 World Championships in the 10,000 meters. After her killing, police found an athletics trophy in her home that she had yet to unwrap.
Rotich was arrested and charged with murder. The trial is ongoing, with the latest hearing in December 2023. In November of 2023, Rotich was released on bond after 2 years in remand.
Ibrahim Rotich, the husband of slain Olympic runner Agnes Tirop, was charged with her murder on Tuesday. The 41-year-old walked into a Kenyan court in handcuffs, where he was read the murder charge. He shook his head and pleaded not guilty. Tirop, who in September broke the women-only 10-kilometer world record in Germany, was found stabbed to death at her home in the Rift Valley town of Iten on October 13th, in a case that has highlighted violence against women in Kenya. Police arrested Rotich in Mombasa the day after Tirop's body was found. They said he had been trying to flee the country. Rotich had been ordered last week to undergo a mental health evaluation before entering a plea to the murder charge. His lawyer declined to discuss the results.